Hello folks, today we will talk about performance management. Performance management is a system which has been followed by the professionally managed organization to assess the performance of their respective employees every year. We have to discuss three things in performance management. Number one, what is the performance management? Number two, what is the difference between performance management system and appraisal? Third one, what are the benefits of the performance management system? First, we will discuss performance management is the strong pillar of the talent management. As we have already discussed in past two videos, number one is recruitment and onboarding. Number two, some other issues which are related to the talent management. Today we are discussing the performance management. Performance management differentiate between performer and non-performer, because in big organizations or big corporates, so many people are working. So it is very difficult to manage their performance systematically, orally. Therefore, the people or organizations are using the robust performance management system to assess their performance systematically and to develop the talent systematically. During the performance management system, when they are assessing the appraisal of the individual, that time they are assessing the performance on many issues. Number one, performance at work. Number two, value system. Number three, their potential. These three things are very common in corporate as on date. We have to understand these four parameters which we have to discuss during this video. Number one, performance planning. Number two, performance support. Number three, performance review. Number four, reward and recognition. Because everybody is working for the reward and recognition in the organization. What is performance management process? Performance management process is an ongoing process of communication between a supervisor and an employee that occurs throughout the year. However, the performance appraisal is a 2-time or 3-time process in a year to assess the individual employee. So we have to understand these two differences clearly since starting of this video. So in support of accomplishing the strategic objectives of the organization, because everybody is working to support the organization to achieve the ultimate object or goals of the organization, so that we can enhance or we can increase the bottom line of the organization. The communication process include clarifying expectations. What are the expectations of the top management? What are the expectations from individual employee? Those things are clearly defined in performance management system. Number two, setting objectives. What we have to achieve during this span of time or during this financial year. So these two things are very common. Number three, identifying goals. What goal you have to fulfill and how much you will fulfill, how you will fulfill, what kind of support you would require. These all things are the part of goal setting exercise. Number four, strong pillar is providing feedback to the management as well as to the employees and reviewing the results. Some organizations are reviewing quarterly, most of the organizations are reviewing half yearly, and some of the organizations reviewing only once in a year. So this is performance management process. During this process, we have to understand what are the critical areas. So if somebody is joining the organization first time, so this process will start from the onboarding day, when he will onboard or she will onboard in the organization. Otherwise, this will start with the first day of the financial year, where everyone has to assess or everybody has to set the goals as per the need of or as per the expectation of the management. Some organizations are working on balanced scorecard. Some organizations are working KRAs, key result areas. Some organizations are working key performance indicators, KPIs. So different kind of tools are available in the market. So first exercise is goal setting. Then second process is regular checks, whether we are moving in the right direction, we are achieving the results as per the scheduled dates or as per our plan, or we have to change something, because so many things can change in the market, in the product mix, in the service mix, or in the need of organization. So we have to review. Number 3 process that is very strong: give the feedback to the employee, and employee is giving to the feedback to their respective bosses. So feedback process is a very important. This can be formal or this can be informal also. Some organizations are talking every day and they are collecting feedback on informal fronts. Some organizations are doing this performance appraisal system quarterly, and they are putting their feedback online, and they are making the systematic record also. Number 3 is reset the goals. If required, then we have to reset. If it is not required, then we have to assess whether we are in the right direction, we are as per our plan, and we can do something better which we have set in our goal set exercise. And number 5th is annual performance evaluation, where we have to evaluate every individual employee on 3 parameters, most probably. However, some organizations are assessing more number of parameters. Number 1 is performance at workplace. Number 2, value system, beliefs and ethics. And number 3, their potential, whether they are the potential candidate, they can grow faster, or what kind of support management has to provide. So these are the simplest 5 processes of the performance management system. Now we will talk about the 3 important processes of performance management. Number 1, performance planning, establishing goals and objectives. Number 2, performance coaching, which can give the right direction to the employees, regular feedbacks, performance throughout the year. They assist staff, they assist subordinate, they modify their performance, results areas as and when and where it is necessary. Number 3 is performance evaluation. Most of the organizations on critical positions are evaluating half yearly, and yearly every employee has to assess on the performance appraisal or performance evaluation system, so that we can, or management can, think about what kind of promotions, movements, annual increments, rewards has to be given to the employees. So these are the processes. Move to the next stage. We have to make our smarter goals. So far we were talking only the smart goals, but now the time had changed. We have to make our goals smarter. Smarter means specific. Number 2, measurable, which can be measured. However, every process can be measured in this universe. There is no act or there is no process which cannot be measured. Mind it. Number 3, attainable. Challenging but achievable. Number 3, relevant. Aligned with the strategic initiatives of the organization within the framework of value, vision, and mission of the organization. Number 5th is time bound. Completion date must be there. Milestones and how we have to achieve. This should be specifically mentioned in our goal setting exercise. However, the 2 things has been added later on. What are 2 things? Number 1, evaluate. Our goals is still relevant because so many changes may happen in the organization and your goal can be reviewed and rewrite. And number 7th, which is more important, after re-evaluation, readjust, adjust your goal or rewrite your goal, change your goal if the process or some actions, technology, people, product mix has been, or your service mix has been changed. Next process of the critical performance management system is we have to keep 2 things in our mind. Number 1, employees deserve feedback on their performance, not their character or not their branding. So we have to give the feedback on their performance only. If we have the personal connections or personal rapport, then we can talk personal issues also. Second thing, we want guide on how they can improve. During this process, we can guide them, we can coach them, we can mentor them, we can provide support to them, how they can improve their performance. Second area is employees should never be surprised by the content of their annual evaluation. So if somebody is performing well, you have to appreciate. If somebody is not performing well, so you have to give feedback intermittently, professionally, systematically, on time-bound framework, so that end of the year he should not get surprised. Throughout the year you are saying you are doing wonderful. End of the year the boss is giving the letter or he is getting letter through HR. You are not performing well. This kind of surprise are not required now in corporates. So these are the things which we have to keep in our mind when we are talking about robust performance management system or processes. Next thing we have to discuss about the performance management. 3 types of organizational performance management systems are available. However, some organizations are having different kind of performance management system. Most popular 3 performance management systems are: number 1, balance scorecard; number 2, management by objectives, management by KRAs, or management by KPIs. You can name anything. 3 is budget driven business plans. Most of the NGOs, some political organizations, some other organizations are working on such kind of performance management system processes. Next thing which we have to keep in mind, we have to assess, or most of the organizations are assessing the performance on 5 indicators. Number 1, far exceed expectation. If somebody is doing fantastically well, it means he is doing far exceed expectation. He is doing more than the expectation. Second is exceed expectation. If somebody is achieving more than 100% to 110%, it means he or she is doing exceed expectation. The meet expectation, it means you are achieving your set goals 100%. Below expectation, if you are less than 100% or above 85 or 90%, it means you are below expectation. Far below expectation means you are achieving your results less than 85%. Some organizations are having some ratios to segment their complete workforce so that they can manage their performance curve and they can give the right direction to the organization in longer word, and they can create the talent for all critical positions through this process. So they are following this kind of system. 5 to 10% employees are in far exceed expectation, 10 to 15% exceed expectation, 60 to 70%. Majority of chunk, whosoever is running the literally organizations, they are in meet organization. Therefore, the majority of people are focusing, they should be satisfied. Far below expectation or below expectation, 10 to 15% or 5 to 10%. When they are issuing the salary or they are rewarding, 100% employees are getting as per the market requirement. Far below and below expectations will get sometimes 75%, sometimes 50%, and far exceed and exceed expectations are 110% or 125%. Some organizations are paying even to the far exceed expectation employees 150%, 1.5 times to the meet expectation, because they want to develop the critical pipeline for the future. So they don't want to lose the talent at any cost. This is the criteria. Next is the talent segmentation. When we are assessing, then we have to check our performance management bell curve. So we have to manage the complete segmentation, and we have to do the justice with the employees, with the far exceed expectation employees and far below employees. Talent segmentation is a strategic approach that can help organization more closely align their talent models, what kind of talent models we are having, with their profit models by identifying distinct talent segment and then applying different talent management practices for each segment. It means they are not treating every employee in a same way, or they are treating the different employees in different way. If somebody is in talent pool, they are giving more opportunity. They are making him or her the part of new projects. They are giving more responsibility and accountability. They are providing more support. They are trying to develop their next level competence so that he or she can take the new positions in a longer time. And somebody is not performing, that management are making performance improvement plans so that they can improve their performance. If they are not at all improving, then management has to think differently. So these are the segmentation we have to make. So most of the organizations are working on this 9-box matrix. One side they are putting potential, and another side they are assessing their performance management system ratings. Then they are making. If you will see the low performance and low potential, that is talent risk. That can be bad hire, or that needs the counseling part. We have to improve their performance through performance improvement plan. And if you will consider the consistent stars, high potential and high performance, we have to give them more and more stretch work. We have to mentor, we have to delegate responsibility. So these are the night box matrices. If somebody is key player, as I have discussed, always they are having the average potential and all the times they are meeting expectations. This chunk is major chunk in every organization. They are literally running the organization. They are the player who are providing the right support to the organization. So they want consistent feedback from the top and they want coaching so that they can improve their performance and get some more benefits from the organization. Some organizations are working in isolation. Their potential is high, but their performance is not high. They are either medium or they are either low. If they are medium, they are the future star. They can develop their performance and they can go to the consistent star column, or they can come to the key players column. But rough diamonds are very important asset to the organization. Organization has to develop them, give feedback, and give some more assignments. The same thing we have to discuss with the high professionals. Their performance is very high, but their potential, because they have come on their plateau. So management has to provide so that management can extract the more and more performance, and management can give the more money to these kind of employees. So these kind of benefits organizations are taking, they are discussing when they are issuing the letters or they are issuing the annual increment, reward or award letters to the employees. So talent segmentation is a very important process of performance management system. Next is, what are the benefits of performance management? Why we should have the robust performance management system in the organization? Number one, highlight the training needs. Training need means where the skill set or competency is low, to whom we have to provide support to develop their next level competence. This kind of training needs can be identified only through the robust performance management processes. Second benefit is boost morale, because you are differentiating with the performers and the non-performers, and you are awarding and rewarding adequately to all class of employee as per their performance. Some employers are paying the very big cost to the loyal employees rather than the performance management processes. They want loyalty, but they are keeping them in a different manner. Third benefit is help with identifying the right employees for promotion. Because when we are segmenting our talent, so who are the star workers or star performance, their potential is high and performance is high. If the company will, management will not give the higher responsibility or will not promote, they will leave the organization. So management has to give the right promotion on the right time. Number 4 is help define career path. On the basis of 3 cycles of performance management appraisal system, you can talk with authority, or HR can talk with authority for the development or the career path of an employee. So this helps the HR analytics processes in every organization. Number 5 is supports workforce planning. The manpower planning, workforce planning is a very important area of any progressive management. So this robust performance management system or processes, helping the management to plan workforce systematically, professionally, and timely, so that they can create the talent pool, they can develop their succession planning, they can give the movement to the right talented employee, and they can improve their retention in the organization. Number 6 is increase employee retention. If you will differentiate, you will pay high to the higher performer, definitely they will not think to leave the organization. Number 7 is delivers greater employee autonomy. Because everything is open, everything is clear, everything is being discussed in the bigger forums, everybody is very much aware about the performance management system and processes. So clarity will definitely come and people will not have more conflict because they know what they are performing, why they are getting this kind of rating. Even then, some employees are raising the questions after the performance management system process every year. Number 8 is improve accountability. When somebody is performing well, it improves automatically the accountability. Organization will give more and more accountability and responsibility, and they will grow faster. So these are some important benefits. Now we will talk about some mistakes people are doing knowingly or unknowingly. People are treating the performance appraisal and performance management system is the same process. This is wrong myth. Performance appraisal and performance management system both are separate processes, but they are well connected. We will try to differentiate. Please try to understand. Number 1, meaning. Performance appraisal means the analysis of an employee's performance, not organizational performance. Here, more focus on employee performance and their caliber for future growth and development. So here, in performance appraisal, individual is more important. However, in performance management system process, the performance management is the management of human resources in the organization. So we have to discuss the things holistically. We cannot discuss such kind of issues on subjective. These are the objectives. What is my ultimate object and how to achieve that? Second is, what is it? So performance appraisal is a system. Performance management is a complete process. And you can divide the main process in sub-processes to sub-processes so that you can make every process robust. Number 3 is nature. Performance appraisal is rigid and performance management process is supple, because you have to keep many things in your mind. Type of tool of this performance appraisal is operational tool. Performance management processes are strategic tools owned by human resource department, and performance management processes owned by every manager whosoever working in the organization. This is not the HR department work. Therefore, everybody has to understand the performance management process. These are the major mistakes are being done by the organizations as well as most of the employees in the organization. They think both are HR baby. However, this is not true. Number 5th is conduct it. Performance appraisal is an annual process. It has happened annually once in a year. However, performance management processes are going on all the time. This is the continuous process. All the time it is happening. Sometimes we are doing segmentation, sometimes we are doing movements, sometimes we are making succession plans, sometimes we are thinking how to develop their level of competency or proficiency of competency. Whom do we have to promote, whom do we have to transfer, whom do we have to send for the trainings, what kind of trainings we have to provide to our employees, what is the need of majority, and what are the technical, what are the soft skills, what are the value-based trainings are required. So this is continual process. Number 5th is approaches. Performance appraisal is individualistic approach, and performance management processes are holistic approach. Number 7th is focused on performance appraisal is focused on quantitative aspect, how much he or she has achieved during the year. However, the performance management processes are focusing on qualitative, what kind of quality jobs, what kind of quality processes, what kind of quality assessments, what kind of quality trainings, what kind of quality moves are being done by the organization. Number last but not very important, corrections. Performance appraisal is retrospective corrective. What we have to do in future, what he has done in the past, on the basis of past we have to award or reward. However, the performance management processes are only prospective. What we have to do in future, what is the data, what kind of workforce we have, where, when, whom we have to move. So these are the HR analytics processes are being developed through robust performance management processes. Performance appraisal is one process and provide data to the HR team so that they can analyze and they can develop other processes in the interest of the organization. So we have to understand the performance management processes. We have to be smart enough and we have to deliver results. In performance management processes, your delivery is more important. Your efforts are not important. However, efforts are equally required. But until unless you will not convert your efforts into result, they don't give that kind of flavor that your result can give. So be smart. No one care about your efforts, only the result. How much money you are generating through your performances in the organization, that will matter. Today we will discuss only this level, this issue. In next video, we will discuss the next processes. Till then, we do hope you will enjoy this video. You will send this video to your friends, to your teammates, to your colleagues, or some other professionals which can take benefit of it.